chills, all seas gray. Drowning in the monotony, no escape today. But I need a haircut, break the static's hold. Losing nuggets, tiny bites, the story's told. Say goodbye to boredom, headlines made of gold. Twist and shake perspectives in a way so bold. They serve it up with humor with a snarky twist. Little bites and news to fill your daily list.
Hey guys, it is Mo, and we have some Newsy News nuggets for this August 2nd and in the morning. Well, sadly, for those of us who love a little bit of dark chocolate, like those of us in the Church of Mo, well, apparently they're full of heavy metals. So we are both in love with chocolate and death metal. I don't know. Let's read here how our lovely, lovely dark chocolate is terrible for us, although this seems mean. A new study finds that dark chocolate products sold nationwide may contain excessive amounts of heavy metals. Well, and that's special. I mean, who's going to ruin chocolate? It does seem like a Satan thing to do. The research led by scientists at George Washington University and published Wednesday in a peer-reviewed Frontiers in Nutrition examined over 70 dark chocolate products from retailers such as Whole Food Markets, Amazon, and GNC. The products were tested to see whether they contained any heavy metals such as lead, cadmium, or arsenic. Well, you know, Hershey's, 90% less arsenic than before. I don't know if that's going to be a package rewrite. Overall, 43% of the products studied exceeded acceptable amount of leads, 35% exceeded acceptable amounts of cadmium, according to the study, which was based on Florida law that says maximum allowable dosage levels for heavy metal in food. Food researchers often use the 1986 regulations known as Prop 65 as a safety standard because the Food and Drug Administration does not set any limits on heavy metals in most foods. Well, that seems like something that should be part of their job at some point. You know, lead, bad. Chocolate, good. What does the FDA do then? Says Lee Frame, Director of Integrated Medicine at George Washington University School of Medicine and Health Sciences, and lead author of the study. The FDA does have suggested limits for chocolate and sugar-based candy, but only for children. Adults, get that king-size bar. According to California guidelines, the threshold for heavy metals in food is 0.5 micrograms per day. For the study, scientists estimated the number of micrograms a day people would be exposed to if they ate suggested serving amounts on chocolate labels, and they found that the chocolate samples ranged from 0 to as high as 3.316 micrograms per daily serving. Levels of cadmium, a carcinogen at higher levels, rated from 0.29 to 14.12 micrograms, with the limit being 4.1 micrograms per day. None of the products exceeded the maximum level for arsenic. Well, that's good. I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Meatloaf, I hope you're rocking in heaven now. Our frame said because the products had varying amounts of lead in them, limiting consumption is the only way to reduce exposure. Don't have large amounts of chocolate every single day. Well, I was on a 1 pack of chocolate chip minis a day, but I guess I'll have to quit that. 1 ounce serving size is what we recommend, or maybe you can have 2 ounces every other day. Researchers agree that avoiding heavy metals entirely in our diet is nearly impossible because foods such as rice, fish, fruits, and vegetables have been known to carry, varying amounts of metals. While heavy metals can naturally be excreted through the body by sweating and peeing, if they're consumed in high amounts, they can accumulate in the body and cause damage to major organs. You actually can't avoid exposure to heavy metals in the diet, Frame said. It's not really about avoiding them, it's about making sure you're not getting too much. She emphasized a diverse diet to avoid excessive exposure to any particular suspect or substance. Sorry, it is a pain hangover day. I am doing my best here, y'all. Thank you for being patient and, giving me a little bit of a break. So I guess my, protein shake, egg, eat meat, kind of low carb thing, bad. Entire bag of chocolate chips, also bad. It's like you're taking away the entire food group from me. So there you go. Be careful with your chocolate. Apparently, it is now dangerous for us. For someone who may need some chocolate and a participation trophy and perhaps, well, a lawyer, Louisiana Mayor Misty Roberts, 42, accused of assaulting a minor in a bad way. 1 week after an abrupt resignation. Okay, she's not unattractive. What happened? How? Why? What's going on? A Louisiana mayor who abruptly took a leave of absence before resigning last week is accused of raping a minor during her time in office. Really? Really, ma'am? I didn't have to send you to allegedly Snake Island. But what the heck? Former DeRuyter Mayor Misty Roberts was charged with third-degree assault, SA, contributing to the delinquency of juveniles, Louisiana State Police announced on Thursday. An investigation into the 42-year-old mayor, who was in her second term, was opened July 26th after Beauregard Parish Sheriff's Office requested the state take a look at the complaint against Roberts. Quote, as the investigation progressed, LSPSVU conducted interviews with 2 juveniles, one of which was the victim. Both juveniles confirmed Roberts had the smexy times with one of the juvenile victims while employed as mayor. What in the grossness get out of here is going on? A warrant for Roberts' arrest was issued Wednesday before she surrendered herself to the police. Roberts was booked into the Beauregard Parish Sheriff's Office jail at 10:30 a.m. and released 77 minutes later on a $75,000 bond, jail records show. Roberts' attorneys called his client innocent while calling out law enforcement for not talking with the former mayor before her arrest. Quote, it's my honor to represent Misty Roberts. My client learned late last night of a warrant despite not being contacted to interview prior to the investigators obtaining the warrant. Adam Johnson said, according to KPLC, my client maintains her innocence as it stands. She is in fact innocent. We trust the public will respect her constitutional presumption of innocence, which is fundamental to our system of justice, he added. Misty and her family are grateful for the support that they have received from their friends and neighbors, and we look forward to putting this unfortunate situation behind them. Her arrest came days after she announced she would step away from her office for 2 weeks on July 26th, the same day that police launched their probes, the outlet reported. DeRuyter Fire Chief Ken Harlow has been appointed as Mayor Pro Tem. So, yeah, this looks like it's all the sus. I do not know what's going on. I'm guessing that we will have to keep a close eye on this story. But allegedly, we had a little bit of the graduate or the mayor going on. I mean, ma'am, you do not get to play Mallory Archer from Archer as a mayor. It's just not going to work. And finally, in people that Lord Chippy will be meeting someday, allegedly in Minecraft, and people for which I have zero sympathy, we come to ex-gymnastics doctor, disgraced former U.S. gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar has complained he is a quote-unquote target in jail. Let me look around here. Oh, I do have a bottle of F's, but I'm not going to give them for Larry Nassar. Get yourself a bottle of F's from Amazon, like $9, and it's the best thing ever. Best birthday gift one can get. I bought it for me because Mr. Mo was like, "You want a jar of F's?" I was like, "Absolutely." A year after he suffered a nearly fatal stabbing in prison, child attacker and disgraced Olympic gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar still bears the physical scars from his attack. Yeah, I'm still not finding any cares to give. As his fellow inmates have targeted him as a weak man who they can exploit, according to a prison source. It does feel weird when you're no longer in or in power over young people who you can abuse. Doesn't that feel weird? He is an easy target. They called him a bee and treated him like a doormat. And that's still what's happening in his new prison. I'm not going to play a violin for you, sir. He's in danger every day because he's weak. Then lift some weight, sir. The threat is likely even higher as a U.S. gymnastics team, whose former members he preys on, takes center stage at the Paris Olympics. Simone Biles, who clinched a gold in the all-around individual gymnastics competition on Thursday, is also among the gymnasts who have spoken publicly about being abused by Nassar. A lot of these guys have no contact with their family, and they look up to these Olympians, the guard said. They're fans, and he is hated because of what he did not only to little girls, but to heroic little girls. Nassar's stint at FCI Coleman ended in 2023. He was transferred to FCI Lewisburg, a medium security prison in Pennsylvania. The disgraced ex-doctor was transferred to the new facility after he was nearly unalived last July because Gen Pop Justice, allegedly, we don't know, they're still investigating, when his fellow inmate Shane McMillan allegedly used a shank to repeatedly perforate the alleged chomo in his cell. McClellan reportedly said that Nassar told him he wanted to ogle female tennis players on Wimbledon. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't know if we get the guy a honey bun in his commissary stuff. Allegedly in Minecraft, we do not encourage Gen Pop Justice. Nassar suffered wounds in his back, chest, torso, and arms. He received dozens of stitches and still sports visible scars from the stabbing, the source told the Post. Now serving between 40 to 175 years in prison for convictions in the state and federal courts, Nassar admitted to assaulting athletes when he worked at the Michigan State University and Indianapolis-based USA Gymnastics, which oversees the U.S. gymnastics teams. He also pled guilty to a separate case possessing gross images of children. A slew of prominent athletes, including Olympians Ali Rasman and Michaela Maroney, helped bring down the deranged doctor by coming forward with their harrowing allegations of SA. While some inmates claim that Nassar provided favors of a mouth-hugular sort of way, or maybe prison wallet exchange to Hispanic gang members, the guard said that the relationship was likely more financial than, because of love. They didn't find Jesus and each other in love in prison, as they always tell you. Looks like it was more of a protection racket. When weak people need protections, they have two things to give, either mouth hugs or money, the guard claims. He had money and he bought items. I know that for a fact. Now the guys may have to spread a rumor that he, mouth hugged them to humiliate him. But I'd be really surprised if he actually did it. His currency is money, not mouth huggery. So there you go. Those are three odd and ridiculous stories. And how dare they besmirch my favorite and our, glorious sacred food of dark chocolate with lead and, cadmium. At least no arsenic, though. So white pill. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. This is Mo from Mo in the Deep End. We do Newsy News every day, and these have been Newsy Nuggets. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon for Sarah Boone dramatic reading. Just can't have enough Sarah Boone in your life.